Are you ready? Uno, dos, tres. Let's learn Japanese. It's never too late. Taking you from zero to fluent Japanese from zero. Let's go! You've watched anime since you were in high school. You thought about learning before everyone thought it was cool. Well, now's the time. Get off your butt and learn to speak before your body hurts and your bones are brittle and weak. Only time can tell how good you'll get. If you don't start now, it's something you'll surely regret. So let's crack open the book and start right away. The best time to learn was last year, the second best time today. Woo! Learning Japanese for all the cute girls and boys. If you're already married, ignore all that noise. Anime is cool, Japanese food tastes great. Start learning Japanese now. It's never ever too late. If you like Japanese drama, you shouldn't procrastinate. You can hear Japan calling, it's always been your fate. Japanese and you is like seaweed on sushi, a perfect fit. Let's keep the learning going, you'll love every bit. Osaka in the west, Tokyo's in the east, Okinawa is south. If you're feeling overwhelmed, I'll give you mouth to mouth. I'm just kidding, that would be pretty strange. Physical contact is out of my range. Learning Japanese for all the cute boys and girls with their intricate dresses and their colorful twists and twirls. Pokemon is fun, Japanese music sounds great. Start learning Japanese now, it's never ever too late. People say Japanese is hard and they are right. But you aren't one to back down. You're ready for the fight. You'll study every day, learning every word and phrase. And once you're conversational, you're ready for the next phase. A future awaits where you're fluent in Japanese. A loving wife, a husband awaits you, and they've got needs. So let's keep up the pace and never back down. Those that didn't believe you, they were wrong. They're just a clown. Learning Japanese for all the right and wrong reasons. Japanese is hard, but Japan is beautiful in all of its seasons. Because manga is fun, Japanese games are great. Start learning Japanese now. It's never, ever too late. Yeah! Come on, folks. Let's learn Japanese. It's never too late. Taking you from zero to fluent. Japanese from zero, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Yeah. Hey. Welcome. It is 4:25, June 8th, 2026. This is office hours. If you have questions about Japanese, if you have questions about my shirt, life, whatever you want to talk about, goal is to be here. Oops, let me get this thing off the back screen here. Yeah, so it is it's a good day so far. I haven't totally vegetated. I did have a meeting this morning showing some new projects with one of the staff, which was exciting. Happy for that. Been getting some of that done. And taking notes. I've been taking notes from the Kore Japanese YouTuber that I watch a lot of, like a ton of. And every single day that I watch, I learn some new Japanese. And some of them really surprised me. The one that surprised me yesterday was one that my wife had never heard of. One that everyone I know that speaks Japanese has never heard of, that I talked to. It is, I'll give you a couple versions of it. It started with chikiri. Chikiri. Now don't look it up. In the chat, let me know if you know this without looking it up. And the other one is chikiri becomes chikiru. Now there is chikuru with a ku, chikuru. But this is not that. This is chikiru. Curious.
First time hearing the starting soon song. Now, I can never give it up now. Oh my God. Oh, don't make me start it again.
Are you ready? Uno, dos, tres. Let's learn Japanese. It's never too late. Taking you from zero to fluent Japanese from zero. Let's go! You've watched anime since you were in high school. You thought about learning before everyone thought it was cool. Well, now's the time. Get off your butt and learn to speak before your body hurts and your bones are brittle and weak. Only time can tell how good you'll get. If you don't start now, it's something you'll surely regret. So let's crack open the book and start right away. The best time to learn was last year, the second best time today. Woo! Learning Japanese for all the cute girls and boys. If you're already married, and ignore all that noise. Anime is cool, Japanese food tastes great. Start learning Japanese.
That is available on Spotify. I'm just kidding. It's not available on Spotify, guys. I don't got my stuff that well together. It's not. It's available on Spotify. You guys can get the CD now over at my store, gpoprecords.com. Actually, it would be Tissue Box Records if I was going to have a channel. My label is Tissue Box Records. That's what it is. You think I'm joking, but everything is Tissue Box Records. Eventually I'll release stuff for fun. Okay, let me say something. You have to be a little bit delusional to be a creator. Because if I told you, let's say I told you in 2018, I said, I'm going to make some music. I'm going to make some albums and I'm going to be the singer. You'd never heard me sing before. And let's say it got big, but before it got big, I said, it's going to be great. I'm going to sell 200-300 copies of this album, whatever that means, right? It's delusional. It's just delusional thinking. Anytime you've never done something that you're known for, like if I said to you, I'm going to write a textbook on Swahili, you might believe it because I've done Spanish and Japanese and Korean, right? I wasn't alone with Spanish, but I've done those. I wasn't alone with any of those books, but I'm on the books, right? I'm the author, the main author, right? So if I said that to you and I had never done it before, you might go, oh, that's crazy. You know, like when I first did the Korean book series, when I'd only done Japanese, there was a guy. He was the guy that was running the Korean meetup. He said it wasn't going to be a good thing. It couldn't be good. But it's Korean from zero. There's 3 books now. And it's good. You know, but who would have known, you know? So I think my point being, you have to be delusional. Now, let me tell you the delusions I have with my music, okay? Which, let me explain the process. I write the lyrics, then I put it into AI, and I let the AI make the music, and then I bring the music back, I cut the AI voice, and then I sing it myself, right? And in some cases, I do send it off to a musician to get a different version of it, right? Or a musician to do the MIDI file for me so I can make changes myself. And then I sing it. Now, I have this whole album that I wrote, and my delusion is that I could see someone approaching me to want to make a musical. That's it. That's my delusion. But if you don't have that level of delusion, you can never create, because the only one that will believe in anything you do is you. Do you know what I mean? You might have a friend that believes in you, but it's rare. Even parents often don't believe in you. Right? And it leads to people not creating things when they could. Okay, I've said enough on that. All right. Konbanwa. You improve the wa on the end needs to be a ha, not a wa. That's a common mistake. It's cute, but it needs to be written as a ha, and that gets read properly as a wa. That's the topic marker. Yeah, it served me well, that way of thinking. It has served me well. I don't think there's, I mean, look, it's easy to look at a guy that's already created things, but I used to go, when I was still a tour guide, I was a tour guide. I had built nothing yet. And I would go to, on my dad's computer on, what was it called? WordPerfect. WordPerfect was one of the early, like before Word was a thing, it was called WordPerfect from Corel, and it was like a word processor thing like Word. I made up lessons on there, and it was on like a black screen with the green text you saw in the War Games movie. I mean, it was that long ago. And I made lessons in WordPerfect, okay? And then I saved them as a document. By the way, there wasn't PDF yet, so there wasn't like I had a PDF. I saved them to a document. No, I didn't even do that. I'm sorry. I didn't even do that. You know why? Because I don't think there was USB drives yet. Matter of fact, there wasn't USB drives. Even later on, much later on, there was a thing called a zip drive, but it wasn't USB. Okay? I don't remember. I printed it. I printed a copy of the lesson, multiple lessons. And then I would bring it to Kinko's, this copy place, and I would print it on pastel papers, all sorts of like yellow and pink and blue, just to have them. That's the only reason I printed them, for no other reason. I had no business plan, no idea what to do, no concept of the future, wasn't married, living with my father, just being a tour guide for $8 an hour. I didn't know what I was doing, but I had drive, so I did it, and it was delusional. And I was always making those lessons. And then I was a tour guide in all of the hotels, and I'm bringing in the customers like, dozo kochira, dozo kochira. And you would bring people into the hotel, and the people you got to know, you got the people at the hotel, like the bell captain and people like that, get to know those people. And they would always say to you, oh man, if I spoke Japanese like you, I'd be rich. I'm like, I am rich. I am rich. And I would make a joke. I am rich. I have a website. And on the website, it says, I'm George Trombley and I speak Japanese. And people just send me money. That was the joke, right? Because you can't be rich just by speaking Japanese was my joke, right? But then there must have been a connection in my brain. I'm like, wait a minute. If I made a website that taught Japanese, maybe people would learn Japanese from me. So the order's a little bit wrong because the website came after, but that first bell captain, I signed up to come do live classes with us for $75. $75 a month for 4 classes. That's what it was. Inflation, huh? Now it's $7,500. I don't know what it is now. But anyway, she used to come to this little room, and I had like these flashcards, me and my wife, and we would just hold it up to her. I think I told the story literally a couple days ago. So it's not like new information to you guys. But it was delusional to think at that point that I would have the #1 best-selling textbook, or that I would have sold, over 600,000 copies, right? Or made millions of dollars, right? From teaching Japanese, from this one little humble beginning. I wasn't even humble because I didn't even know. I had no plan in my head. I wasn't even going to write a textbook. It wasn't like, if I write a textbook, I could do something with that. It was just like, I got to teach Japanese. I don't know what I'm going to teach. You got to write something. Okay. That's what I did. It wasn't planned. None of my success up to a point was planned. A lot of it is just me scrounging around to do something. And this stresses me out. I wish I could give people a plan. I wish I could have a friend that goes, you know what, man? I've decided, man, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make money. I'm going to figure it out. I go, okay, all right. Here's what you do. And they go, okay. All right. And then you do this. Okay. Now, I've helped some people get a plan, but it never works. They never do it. I don't know if it would have worked anyway, but I thought I had a decent plan. Like, tell me your idea. Let me see if I can give you a plan. Like, tell me your plan right now, and let me see if I could figure out what I would do if I were you. Because honestly, I don't have ideas for stuff. Like, I think, like, what if I lost it all? What would I do tomorrow? I have a real estate license. I could do that. I'm relatively functional at real estate. I've sold some houses. I bought some houses. Could do real estate. I could web develop. I've done all of that. I could do book work. I could design people's books. I could take their concepts. I could even ghostwrite. I could ghostwrite. Ooh, that's good stuff. Ghostwrite. Ooh. All right, I think I have a plan. Are you thinking of making more Japanese from zero for N3? You know, I want to. I really want to. I have thought about it. I even started writing out the plan for it. There is actually a book 6 on my computer that's just sitting there. Okay. It's got a few lessons. This is the last time I looked at it. Hang on. Let me see where it is. Pretty sure it's just sitting in the folder here. Close all this down. Too much stuff on my screen here. Hang on. Let me move everything over here. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to see book 6. Japanese FC related book files. There it is. Let me switch. There it is. Japanese FZ6. Last time it was touched, 2013. 2013. That is 11 well, no, that's 13 years ago. Wow, this is not going to look good. Is this the newer one? This is the newer one. Here we go. Let's look at this. What format is this going to be in? It's a DocX, which means it's very, very old. There's no tools in it. All the books now have tools. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put it in the new shell. Hang on. Japanese. It's never too late. Let's open up Spanish from zero, book 1. Because that's where we'll put the shell in. We'll move it in. That way I have tools to work with it. Oh, you know what's actually cool? I have the Japanese from 06 logo ready to go. I always, Silt made it for me. He thought I would need it. All right, so here we go. We've got, this is the shell. I'm going to select all of this book and I'm going to delete it. Oh no, I just deleted Spanish from 0. I'm going to grab all of Japanese from 06 and we're going to paste it into the Spanish from 0 shell, which has all the tools. We're going to say no when this first question comes up. There, then this will be the 2026 version of book 6. Eventually it'll paste. Konbanwa. Death Recon 4871 says, I started learning with your videos this week. Wow. Made it to the how to tell someone your age. Nansai ni miemasu ka? Book 6 is real. It's been real since 2013. Actually, the funny thing is book 6 has been around easily since probably 2001, no matter what, easily. It's been around for 25 years. I just never pushed past it. Because you have to understand, like, back then, even though I had a book 6, it was only because I was teaching that class. The book 5 class, we taught a lot. Book 6 was like a one-time shot, and I wrote lessons for it back then. Well, this is taking forever. Sensei, you have to make a plan. You have to make a plan map for all the things you want to do with dates and deadlines. Oh no. Oh no. 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 I can't do a plan, guys. It's too much to have a plan. The thing is, listen, I don't know exactly what it means. I don't know exactly what it is, if it's a real thing, if it's a made up thing, or if these are just different types of people. But apparently, I have ADHD. All right. Everyone claims that. I don't want to claim it. It doesn't make me special. It doesn't make me need sympathy. It's the fact that people base a lot of their personality on this bothers me. Okay. I don't take anything for it. I got one time I had Adderall. It was awesome. But I think, one, that's why I can't plan things. But two, it's also why I have anything that I've ever made. Like, for example, I spent all of last night and all of last night. Yeah, definitely. Working on my Swahili song. I just started it in a live stream over on the George Trombley Creates channel. I think sometime early in the afternoon. And then I just kept going. I didn't stop. And I finished it. And so that is ADHD. So the part about ADHD that you don't realize, there's a hyper focus. Oh, wow. It finally pasted over here. There's a hyper focus part of it, right? All right, let me see what this looks like. And I got to save it as a new file or else. This is being really slow. Okay, we'll wait for that. Okay, it's more fun without a plan, even if it isn't smart. This is true. Okay, what do we got here? Let's look. All right, so we've got... This is just a copy of book 5. Let's go ahead and save this. We're going to call it Japanese... Oh, wait. Hang on, there's a 20... Why didn't I see this version earlier? There's a 2018 edition. I was blind. Hang on, we're going to get out of this. We're going to open up... Hang on, we're gonna get out of this. Give me a second. Let me close down this. Let me... Yeah, we'll close this. We'll close this down too. I don't know why I didn't see that. It's very weird. Was it just right there the whole time? It was just right there the whole time. 2019 edition, guys. Just sitting there and I blanked out on it. Pretty sure there's nothing new in that version, though, to be fair. At all. All right. More fun without a plan. Yes. For some reason, the past times I've tried to learn Japanese, I found no one mentioning your books and sites. That's because it's the big secret. They always say use Genki or something, but your books are extremely helpful and better. The thing about Genki is it's in all the colleges, so it's what most people know. That's the thing. You can't help that. Most people know that book. Oh wow, literally nothing is different from this version at all. Not sure why I even gave it another name. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna copy that, and I'll go back and I'll add it to the Spanish from Zero again. Then we'll look at it. Spanish from Zero. Spanish from Zero has the most recent tool work. That's why I'm going to use that. It's got tools 10.5 versions. One of my favorite Japanese words is nyotai mori. I believe nyotai mori, remind me, this is my memory of it. It's, there's a naked girl and you're eating food off of her. That's what I remember. Hang on. I can't get my browser up. My Word is taking up all of my... Oh, it's over here. The riskiest click here. Nyotai mori. If I'm wrong, that was a really horrible thing we're going to say, by the way. Nyotai mori. Nyotai. It's not nyo, it's nyotai mori. Yeah. Literally woman body and then built up on. Let me look at the images and make sure I never... Yes, that is it. Nyotai mori. It seems like it would be dirty. You know what I mean? It seems like I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, I would want to do that, but it seems dirty. And that, by the way, that is a word we've never said on stream before. Thank you for that, Drama Man. Did you ever get moments learning Japanese when you got some complicated thing correct and felt like a god? Yes. Not when I was learning, when I was using it. Happened to me today, and I was dancing about grinning all... What happened? What happened? Let me know, John. Main man Tony Holy Cow says, George, could you please write a book called Motivation from Zero? I would, man. I'm just I don't know. I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing it today. I also was going to write a book on procrastination, but yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. Nah, maybe next week. I don't know. That's the joke, right? All right, let's see if we can get this. Oh, it's still. Spanish from Zero is locked for editing by George Trombley. That's me. All right, let's try this again. How is it edited? Wait. Hang on. What is happening? How can I not? Oh, okay. Here we go. Delete that. Give me a second, guys. I'm just doing some background work here. And we'll push this over here. Spanish from Zero. All right, we'll let it go in. Okay. Let's go back to the motivation question, though. Okay, the motivation question. You cannot win with motivation. You'll never have enough. Motivation is this rare thing. The only thing you can do is discipline. I'm pretty sure every single thing I've ever done, well, that's not true. I do get motivated, but everything that got finished was through just disciplining it, right? So, for example, I remember when I was writing book 4. Book 4 was just taking so much work, so much energy from me. And I just said, I'm going to open it up every single day, and I'm going to look at up to 5 pages was my goal then, okay? I'm going to just do 5 pages of design work. That's all I'm going to do. Not 5 pages of content, because all the content was mostly there. I was just designing it. I just 5 pages. And eventually that got the book done. And then I realized though later on 5 pages is too much. It's way too much to try and do 5 pages. Hang on. Give me a second. I'm trying to get this book 6 up for you guys. I'm gonna wait. Might work. So I started doing even smaller goals, like open the book and look at it. That's all you have to do. You have to open the book, go to where your most recent edit was, and look at it. And then you can leave. Because motivation normally gets you there. Motivation normally gets you there, and then when you start, you don't stop. That's just how it works. Because the hardest part is saying, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it. The easiest part is once you've started, you don't want to stop. It's like, I run, right? So for a while I was running every single night, 5K every night. I finally ran another one 2 nights ago. I got to run again tonight. There's no way, right? The hardest part though is starting. Once I start the run, it's like, now I got to get to the end. You start the run, you hit your clock, and it's like, I can't stop now. I've already left the house. I'm already running. So you're going to run the whole thing. Because once you've got to 1 kilometer, we're so close to 2. We're so close to 3. I can't go this far and stop. So your key thing is discipline, discipline, discipline. And so you do the smallest absolute thing you can do to trick you into it, to trick you into it, to doing discipline, to doing motivation. Because once you get started, you'll be motivated. You'll be excited to do it. This is not working. I cannot get this thing to copy. Hang on. Let me try this again. Right click, and I'll copy this time. That way, no, it works. Oh man, my PC is really running slow now. Come on. It's because I'm live streaming. That's always the case. Live stream messes me up. Oh yeah, Word's crashing. Okay, so where are we? The Twisted Rogues. Oh, I think it worked. Hang on. I'm sorry. Gosh, guys. Gosh, guys. Give me a second. I'm trying to do this. This is going to be my motivation to do book 6. Japanese. Man, I can't get it to click into Spanish from Zero for some reason. Oh, I'm in it right now. I'm gonna have to crash Word. Okay. After giving up on Japanese learning for a few years, I saw your stream pop up a few days ago, and it gave me the motivation to try to watch something in Japanese again. I didn't understand a lot, but I had fun. You know, it's weird. When I started doing the live streams, it's purely out of me realizing I have to do something. You know, and for years I worried that if I do a lot of live streams on the channel, I'll just cheapen it, because the live streams are kind of cheesy, right? They're just me talking. But I had to do something because the channel is like just slowly dying. You know, no, I'm not doing anything on this channel. So it's like naturally people stop coming because there's nothing new. So I figured, well, why don't I just start doing these live streams, and then I'll keep doing these office hours. And if people have Japanese questions, I'll take those Japanese questions, I'll cut them up, or someone will cut them up, and then we can release them as content. I am, by the way, just like you, motivated by someone streaming. It's Kore Kore. I watched so many of Kore Kore streams that I'm like, I gotta be on stream, you know? I don't watch Asmongold and I don't watch Hassan Piker, but I see enough of their clips to know that those are the same things. They're just streaming every single day, and every now and then there's a clip that gets big for them. And they're streaming every day, and people eventually want to come see them live. So I figured that would do a lot of good for the company, so I started. Same thing as you. Sometimes you need motivation. I'm the same way. I need it myself. So I think doing things is a good motivation. Just doing anything instead of vegetating on your couch like I was yesterday or 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago? I think it was 2 days ago. I just did all day long. I was just watching YouTube. Not good. Not good. I think it's okay to have those days, but you got to rebound off of them. I mean, if I wrote a book on motivation, though, I mean, honestly, it's the step one, guys, for motivation: get ADHD. Be born with. I think it's something you're born with, because I haven't been able to change people. I haven't been able to give them that particular magic thing. So it's only from my like very small scope of life where I meet somebody, I see that they have potential. I know that I had my own potential, and that turned it into something. And so I think if you just do these things, it should work for you, because I have this naive thought, this very, very naive thought. It's kind of like that Field of Dreams movie, that if you build it, they will come kind of a thing. If you put effort into something, it will happen. But really, that's not what it is. It's really more like it can't happen unless you do something. You can't get fluent in Japanese unless you're actively trying to learn Japanese, right? There is nothing magic. There's no one video. There's no one source. There's nothing that will bring you to fluency in Japanese unless you just do it. That's it. It could be through a million different ways, but you have to do it. I can't bring you there. Nobody can bring you there. Maybe along the way, there could be hints, there can be ways to make it easier for you, but man, it's you all the way. That's why when people say, I wouldn't be here without you, I was like, it's not true. It's just not true. It's like those singers, right? You see this all the time. Like there'll be like these, like behind the scenes, back in the day, there used to be behind the scenes of like a video or like a concert, or, you know, some documentary about a singer, and they're like, oh my God, without Elton John, I wouldn't be here today. Like Elton John got me through a lot. That can be anybody. So if I ever hear things like that, I totally don't take any credit for it, because it's anybody. A person that's in need of input, or a person that's in need of something to guide them, can be guided by anything. They just need something, right? That's how religion works. Sorry, I'm going too philosophical. Let's get back to this. All right, don't give up on Japanese, though. It's fun. I think nowadays you have to make decisions to just do things because it's fun. You know, you have to make that choice. Like, am I going to do this? I don't need to do it. There's nothing you need to do. You need to pay your bills. You need to work a job to make money for your bills, but you don't need to do anything. You just play video games all day. It's, do I choose to expand my mind, or do I choose to get the easier to get dopamine high of video games? What are you going to do? Or if you're smart, you play video games on live stream and accomplish both. Okay, I don't know if I should try out an actual Japanese language class, because they only do like one class per week. And that 90 minutes for 4 months, A1 part 1. And I feel like I learn more with self-study. I love classes. when I go to Korea, I always take classes in Korean. Always. The only trip I've taken where I've never done a class was the last one. And that's only because my school shut down. That school doesn't exist anymore. And I scrambled. I couldn't find another school in the area. And I specifically stay in that area for that school. So I took singing lessons with a Korean teacher. It was so fun. And that opened up a whole new thing for me. So I think you should take the classes, do the classes. If they're boring, at least you know they're boring. At least try it. It's going to be a way for you to use your Japanese, which is a rare thing for you. And it's not just you talking to someone on a screen. It's you talking to a real person in Japanese. You know how much more adrenaline is in your body in the moment. They're like, hi, もう一度言ってください。Hi. I don't speak the Japanese. I think you should do it, Death. Like I'm this close, guys. This close. I should just do it because I'm talking about it. I should go take music lessons at Guitar Center. I really should. And I need singing lessons more than anything. You Improv 2 says, I'm so sorry that I have to get back to work. First live video. I will watch later. I see the ADHD redirected hyperfocus. Yes. I am so curious if George Sensei is fluent in Osaka Ben. It's Kansai Ben, as far as I know. There might be an Osaka Ben. Kansai Ben. Nani yuttonnen? For the record, my wife is Himeji. She's from Himeji, which is Hyogo Prefecture. Okay. And that is right by Osaka. And they are all speaking like a version of Kansai dialect. So she speaks Kansai dialect. That's how we talk a lot of the time. Yes. Matter of fact, I have a whole video series on the website called Kansai Dialect from Zero, which I'll show you. Boy, this is not working, guys. My cut and paste is not working here. Give me a second. This up here. Oh my God. Okay. All right, here we go. We are logging in. And if we go to, oh man, everything is so slow for my PC right now. Word is, I bet Word, oh, I should probably shut this down. Too many things going on. Oh my God, hang on. I gotta shut down all these art things. Hang on. I was opening up folders from 1996. Don't save anything. I was just opening up old stuff. Okay. Wow. I can't get the website to properly load. There we go. No. We'll look at it later. About discipline, that's why I advised you would do plan map with deadline. That was my intentions, because you usually don't feel like doing. I don't have a problem remembering the things I have to do. I have a problem doing the things that I have to do. Is there a way to make this bigger? Okay. As I do not know your full name. Kaplan B11. Is weather in Japan really so unbearable in July? Yes. It's extremely unbearable. Alexa, what's the humidity in Tokyo in July?
I only have weather information for the next 10 days.
Alexa, what's the humidity in Tokyo right now?
Right now, in Tokyo, Japan, the humidity is 88%.
It's 88% right now. 88%. It's already unbearable in Tokyo in July. Is Japan really too hot or humid in August? Okay, so blah, 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 blah. Went mid-September, prepare to sweat your clothes off and need changing them midday, otherwise manageable. with lots of drinking on sunscreen and pacing yourself. That's in September, okay? Still had 27 degrees and 80 to 90% humidity in Tokyo in early November. This is 3 years ago. This year, and it was so bad. I expected a cool autumn weather. I can't imagine summer heat. It's horrible, man. I'm going to tell you something. I have considered moving to Japan. I had that discussion again today. Oh, I closed my screen, I guess. Let me see what's on my other window here. Hang on. Yeah, it's not there. I was literally looking for places to purchase in Japan. I was like, what? Or rent. Like, where could I rent? Kawasaki would be cool. What about Takasaki? What about Chiba? Is there something that has my wife has a requirement that we're on one of the limousine bus lines, right? So we can just hop on a bus and go to the airport. She doesn't want to have to deal with like trains and stuff like that. So I was looking. But you know what always stops me? Humidity. Japan's weather. Because I live in a desert. Okay, Alexa, what's the humidity of Henderson?
Currently, the humidity is 9%.
It's 9%. Japan has literally 80% more humidity right now. Like I am dry. Oh, okay, it's a little bit sweaty, but I'm mostly dry. I do get pretty hot under here, and these lights are like 1,000 watts. Okay, what you don't know is the natural lighting in this room is this. This is what it's naturally like in this room. That's a TV behind me. We should just do a live stream like this. Silhouette man. So it is unbearable. I was in Kyoto with Colton and Mike back in July, a few years back for the Adventures in Asia. And we walked out of the hotel and within 10 minutes we were soaking. And so we went into a Starbucks, got coffee, stayed in there for like over an hour to dry off to the best we could. And then we walked out and immediately we're completely soaked again. It's absolutely like you stick your hand in your pocket and you can't pull it out. Like that's why everyone has to have coin purses in Japan, because if you reach into your pocket and grab coins, your whole pocket just pulls out. So you have to have a little coin purse. It's horrible. I mean, I would never. Look, you couldn't pay me to go to Japan in the summer months. I hope I'm not ruining your vacation. You just paid me to tell you. Sorry. In Korean, if you talk to someone obviously younger than you, can you speak informally right away, or is that rude? Oh, that's a good question. Now, as a foreigner, you can get away with a lot more. But I normally speak in a middle range with ending in yo form, like myoshieo. I would say. So if you don't know somebody, you don't want to immediately go to panmal. It's called panmal, casual form. That's me. I actually have never thought of that question. My depth of Korean understanding is a lot less than Japanese, okay? I would say like in Japan, absolutely not. You just don't go right away to informal because you don't know the person. There's a level of politeness that you must have with people you don't know. And I imagine it's the same in Korean. Korean is also very, you know what? I would say the answer is you have to be polite because everyone's been polite to me. Even older people are very polite to me when they talk to me in Korean. Like they're they're even higher level than I would use with anybody because I tend to use the yo form, the more, that's not casual. That's like kudasai. That's desu form in Korean. Ending everything in des, ending everything in mus is yo, which is weird because in Japanese, yo is the informal form. So I used to always think Koreans were super casual, but no, it's because yo is polite in Korean. Great question, though. Man, if not Neil deGrasse Tyson or Stuart Copeland, I listen to you and your streams just like the old days. Really? Japanizer? Just like the old days. I do like Neil deGrasse Tyson. I don't know who Stuart Copeland is. ADH Violet says, taken off. Okay, well, goodbye. I will miss you. I must have missed something she said. Let me see. It felt very passive-aggressive to say it that way. Well, if you're not going to talk to me, I'm leaving. I don't know. Nope, looks like that's not the case. All right, just every now and then. That's Violet, my BFF. So, last few days we've had some passive-aggressive moments with each other. Okay, Death Recon says, I'm on a virtual social platform a lot. So I talk to many Japanese people a lot. Oh, okay, I see. Even got some friends. They even got virtual classes for learning and an English-Japanese exchange. I still think you should try the class. There's something different about it. It's different. I love classes. That's just me, though, maybe. Maybe you don't like classes. I love them. The Twisted Rogue says, I watched a couple of episodes of Furahata, Ninzaburo, but Netflix doesn't have Japanese subtitles, so I missed a lot of words. I know, but I couldn't hear them say because I'm out of practice. Well, I'll tell you what, man. Watching Kore, it's killing me that there's words that I've never heard before. Oh, I gotta go back to that thing I was talking about earlier. So the word chikiru, no one gave an answer. Chikiru or chikiri? It means you're a chicken. Chikiri, oh, she's a chikiri. It comes from literally chicken. You're chicken. And then you're chickening. Your chickening is chikutteru, chikitteru, chikiru. Some girl was too chicken to come on the stream. And that's what the phrase, that's what both of the girls were using to taunt her on was. Anyway, yeah. It's probably not that you're out of practice. There are definitely words you don't know. That's when you got to like get good at dictation. There is a thing I'm working on now, that I'm definitely going to have dictation quizzes in because it's super people don't normally do dictation quizzes and they're great. The only heat I found comparable to Tokyo in summer is London in a heat wave. Both horrible. Yeah. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, man. No. I would rather be in rainy Japan than the hot summer. MC Benjamin, if something isn't a good idea, not a smart idea, would you say jozu janai? No. Jozu is about being skilled. Upper hand. Jozu nai is also weird. It'd have to be jozu janai if you're going to do that. But no. If something isn't a good idea, you would say something like, "Ammari ii to omowanai." I don't think it's that good. Ii idea janai. Omoshiroku nai. It's not interesting, for example. You wouldn't say jozu nai. Jozu nai means I have no jozu, and that makes no sense. Jozu is used for when someone is skilled at something. So having or not having a good idea is not a skill. But let's say that there's a person that is good at coming up with good ideas. あの人はアイデアを考えるのは上手. He's good at coming up with ideas. You could say that. Or あの人はアイデアが上手じゃないから下手だから. The drummer man says, I still struggle speaking faster. It's like it takes me time to construct the grammar that I know. I learn hundreds of verbs, but conjugating them in a second is still a struggle. Any tips? Yeah. The tip is you have to try to move the English part out of your brain. You have to stop trying to always convert it to English. You know? And sometimes you might need like little memes in your brain. Like, for example, past tense is mashita, right? Mashita. I'm making it up right now. Literally, I was like, what would I do if I couldn't remember that past tense is mashita? Pasta. Mashita. Pasta. It's the past. Pasta. Mashita. Okay. I must go. Must go. I'm making this up right now, guys. Masen. Masen is negative. Negative. No. Masen. Masen deshita. Negative and past. So now your brain will just remember ta is past. N is negative. Mas. Ooh. Ooh, you're going? I don't know. Just came up with that. You got to do little things like that sometimes. But also really just practicing. Like when you wake up in the morning, what do you say? Ima okimashita. I woke up now. Ima ofuro hairimasu. I'm going to go into the bath. Hao migakimasu. I'm going to brush my teeth. And just start saying these things out loud. I've said this before. Like, I'm sorry. I hate when people do that and I just did it. I said this is what I've been saying forever. It's just a good thing to do. Talk to yourself in the day. It's okay if you're crazy. Because if you have no one to talk to yourself. Even if it's wrong. Even if you remember it wrong, you can correct it. It's fine. Don't believe people that say, oh, if you learn a bad way, it'll be hard to correct it. You'll correct it. I've corrected so many things with my Japanese. You'll be fine. And the speaking faster thing is just a matter of the physical part not matching, right? So you could fix that with shadowing. You listen and repeat instantly. You just follow them no matter what. Also, singing Japanese helps. It really does. There's a Big Bang song called Bang Bang Bang. And that song I sing, and I'll even speed it up on the karaoke machine. There's a way to speed it up. There's like 6 levels of speed up. You know, and it's just like really fast. But I mean, it's hard even in English to speak fast sometimes. The drummer from the band The Police. Okay, I must have missed something up there. That's just a random segue there. France Gamble says, my kids are still home schooling off of your books. Oh, wow. We're adding a child. You're adding a child? Wait, Oh, you're... I thought that was your way of saying we're going to have another baby, but you're adding someone to the lessons. Oh, man, that's too funny. We've decided to add a child to the family. Honey, could you just add one child, please? Okay, done? All right, thanks. Dems, finished your first Japanese learning book, and I'm having my 3 kids get 2, 3, and 4 from my... Aw, we just updated 2 and 3, so that's good. Happy birthday, by the way. It's weird. The one thing I never imagine when I think about who I'm talking to in the streams are people with children. I never imagine. I always imagine it's like a single person just trying to make it in this world. That's my avatar in my head for who you guys are. That's why I was asking you the other day, what's your like ASL? Like, who are you? What's your age? What's your sex? What's your location? The drama man says, when I wake up in the morning, I just say, 今日は新しい一日頑張ろう. Nice. New day. I remember the difference between tekara and tekata. I'm sorry. Tekara and takara by remembering te is after. Yeah, it's good. That's really good. I haven't seen that one before. After. It's really good. Yeah, we can't have babies, so we just add children. I'm gonna go back and see if I can get this thing to copy over. Oh wait, did it copy? Did it copy? Oh, it did. Okay, it did. It copied. All right, awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead and save. Give me a second, guys. We're gonna save this. Finally, there'll be tools in this book. I'll show you how they work. They're pretty cool. They're insanely cool. Actually, they're very cool. Actually. Japanese FZ related. Okay, where is it? Japanese book files. 6. Okay, here we go. New folder. This is going to be Japanese FZ 6. Do you want to call it 2026 edition? I mean, it's kind of weird because it's really not an edition at all. There's nothing been written in it forever. 26. What is it? The 8th 0608. And it's Tools V 10.5. Okay. So what you're looking at here is a copy of whatever book I was using as the basis back then. Here, we'll go ahead and... Oh my God, this way of doing this is so old-fashioned. Let's get rid of this. Oh wait, I might not be able to do this. My computer is way too slow to be doing this. All right, let's go ahead and Alt-I. That's proof that it's working. The tools are working, because Alt-I is not an official Word shortcut. It's one that I made. Let's go to the shared folders. We'll go to Silt. He's the one that designed the logo. New logo right here. Japanese 6. That's Spanish. There it is. Woohoo! There it is, guys. It's official. We don't have a character for this book. Oops. We'll get rid of this. All right, let's just see what we got. I don't think this will work yet. Okay, it worked for that one. All right, let's go to the top of the book. This welcome is from book 5 or something like that. This is it right here. This is the lesson. So here we'll go ahead and we'll add a title for a lesson. Oh, it thinks it's 15. Let's go ahead and delete that other one. Well, it's not 15 for sure. So there's something above this? That's automatically decided, so let's I forgot it. There's something I gotta do here. Give me a second. I gotta go into the configure of this book and make sure it's not Spanish. Yes, the language ID is Japanese. It's book 6. All right, that looks good. There's something else I have to do down here. We have to look for kanji. Yes, the writing type is kanji. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and hit play on this. Oh, I hit save. I just reflectively hit save right now. And my system is so slow right now. All right. We'll get back to that in a second. Oh, wait. No, I think we're good. Here, we'll look at, I'll work on the structure of this later. So here we have, what do we have? This is not actually lesson 1. This page needs to be deleted. This is the old way. Book 4 still looks like this. We don't need this anymore. Get rid of that. And let's go to that lesson down here. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Let's go. No, there's nothing. Okay. So theoretically, we should be able to create, I'm hoping, lesson 1 here. That's lesson 0. I think if I do this, it'll fix it. It did not. We'll do it manually. Okay, here we go. Lesson 1. Oh, that's not even the right spot. Okay, here we go. Right there. And then this, there is no more about this lesson. We don't do that anymore. But this is new words. So I can, from here, I can go and add my section, which is new words. And it pulls the information. Oh, that's weird. Hang on, I was too close to that. All right, we'll do, oops. This is a new words section. I used to have to design this each time. We'll delete that. All right, we got yo-yo. Yatsu. Yeah, this is actually good. This is good stuff. This is actually good. Baba and Gigi are in here. But this isn't the way that we would do this. Insider torihiki, insider trading. Makaseru, these are good verbs. Makaseru. So for new verbs, what I would do is I would have a new verb section. Why do I not have that? Oh no, a verb usage section. That's what I would have. And then up here, we would split these into their various parts. So for titles, I would have, where is it? Word type. We'd start with nouns. All right, we'd throw the nouns in there and then we would put the verbs in here as well. These are all tools that I wrote for the book so that I don't have to like constantly go back and try to remember how I did things. And so then I would take these are all words. Now what I don't know is, oops, these are actually, I'm sorry, these are nouns. They would go in here. And so I delete these from here. Wait, did I forget a few? Porando. Okay. All right. Now I would take these verbs. And let me get these in there. Oh, this is a table. Oh, that is such an old way of doing it. Let's take it out of the table. All right, that's better. But then I'd have to put these in the proper word format. Hopefully it's in the styles. Format new words. Is that a thing? Oh, I know why. I know exactly why it's doing that. Because it should say up here. It should say it's going to mash whatever I have up on the top, which I don't have. Let me see if this does it. This is me guessing it that I have a system for this. Okay. This is ADHD taking over. I'm going to do this one more time. All right, didn't do anything. Now I'm going to go find that particular style. It's going to be probably 1 words. Level 1 new words. I don't normally do this style anymore because the books are already so developed. I don't have to go to this level anymore. Here we go, new words. So now, and also, we don't do this way anymore either. These go into Japanese and they have furigana. We don't have one side. Even this is menkai. Yeah. Oh, it's these over here. I see. I had them all over here. Anyway, that's what I would do. And then these would get furigana. Here, we'll just do this row. That way I could feel like I did something today. Hang on. Kuimono, Baba, Gigi. This doesn't need to be. This was designed to make it thinner. You don't need that anymore. It's been a while since I've done this. Character. Oh no, actually that was. We chose the. Yeah, there we go. Yakuin, Yakuin Kai, Mudadzukai, and Porando. So now we'll get these over there. Actually, I'm going to open up book 5. Book 5 is good. Actually, no, let me do book 3. That's the more recent style. And I'm just going to copy over the style. All right, we'll take a break while that opens up because my system is slow right now. All right. I'm going to head to bed now. Going to think about the whole class thing a little bit more. Hope to see you on live stream again. I will. When I wake up in the morning, I just say, okay, I saw that. I already read that. I must have missed the other one. Okay, good. New York City Jenny says, single person just trying to make it in this world. It's rough. It's rough, man. I don't know how you're doing it, Jenny. How are you doing it? I think just like I have been so lucky that the things that I did out of all the darts I threw, a few of them hit. You know, I have made so many, what I can only guess as like either I'm blessed by God, which I don't believe in, or just like good timing. Like I had a gut feeling and I did it like I bought cryptocurrency way back. And that's how I bought my second house. It's like cryptocurrency. And then Corona hit. And I bought tons of stocks. I was like, this is the crash I was waiting for. And then I bought this house. It's like stocks and crypto are such a huge part of my success. But I had the money to do that because I had Japanese from Zero. Japanese from Zero did so well. You know? It's just like... And I was lucky that my dad was going to Japan. You know, he went to Japan. Okay, so this is the current style that we use for the books. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy it over to the new Japanese from Zero book 6. And then we'll go ahead and... I do have a formatter. I remember that now. It'll make these bold. Yeah, now we're gonna delete the second kanji. I'll show you what we're going to do here in a second. This makes me want to keep working on it. See, that's the thing about motivation, guys. If you start, you will keep working on it. There's no way around it. All right, so this one we can get rid of because that's just our sample. All right, so now what I'll do is there's a cool thing in Word where you can hold Alt and just grab all of this and delete it. It's kind of nice. And then how many words do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we just take these. So I could take this with a Alt and then come over here and paste it. So yakuin is too long. So that word I'll move the word to here. Longer ones can be on the, it's kind of designed for the longer ones to be on the other side. And torihiki, inside the torihiki is causing a problem. It's not a huge problem, but maybe because I don't like how it looks, I'll move it over here. And then we'll move we'll move them all up. And then, using the From Zero patented system of furigana, should do it, maybe. Oh wait, sorry, it's this. I hit the wrong button. Should do it. Yeah, there you go. Every single one. Come on. Oh. Okay, it is doing it. Just a little bit slower than normal. That's book 6. All right. So yeah, Jenny, I don't know how you're doing it. Are we getting a new book? At this point, why not? It's so much easier to write a new book than it is to modify an old book. So yeah, why not? Why don't I just make Japanese from Zero book 6? And maybe eventually it'll be done. Man, I miss when you used to use Sailor Moon and Pokemon examples in your grammar lessons. Tsugi ni kawatte oshioki yo? You know, I never used them in my actual lessons. It was the video lessons. The actual book lessons doesn't ever have that. All right, so you see now all of the furigana has been added properly. Now, I probably would move Gigi to be underneath Baba. And then let's move Kuimono over to here. And let's do, yeah. That looks pretty good. And then we will put the verbs in. That way, next time I show this in 7 years, so we'll have maka. Well, let's get the proper style in here. Maka seru. To leave up to someone. That's such a good one to know. In Korean, it's makida. Makirkeo. Uragiru, to backstab. What was that in Korean? I don't know if I remember it. I think I can remember it. Uragiru. Give me a second, I'll remember it. Uragiru, to backstab. To betray. What's the other one? Kireru? Wait, where was... Oh, that's what this... Oops, no. Don't do that. Uragiru, kireru, and mudazukai suru. Kireru. Mudazukai suru. To waste, not wasted, to spend foolishly, to burst, to go berserk. There. And I'll get rid of this old way of doing it. And then here, I'll show you the cool part. So now in the verb, okay, well, actually, let me add all of the. That makaseru looks weird. The size feels wrong. I'm pretty sure that's the wrong size. Okay. So now, right, for the verb usage, for each one, I come here, I go to the tools, and I add a verb box. Maybe it's in sections. No, where is it? Elements. So verb box, right? I put the verb in, makaseru. How many patterns? Ni makaseru or o makaseru. Is it in irueru? Yes, it is. And do I want to show the number? Yes. Okay, that's definitely broken. Why is kotoba there? Let me just pull this out. I'm not sure why I did that. That's really weird. We'll just pull this out. Maybe the tool's broken, or I'm clicking. Oh yeah, that's weird. It put it inside of a word box. So anyway, this is going to be verb 1. And now from here, I'll add my example sentences. I'll go to my elements and I'll add some examples. Let's say we'll do some sentences. Let's say we make 3. And I think we can make them horizontal theoretically. Okay. 友達に任せました. Oh, I see what happened. This was actually broken. This was only supposed to have 2. But it didn't work that way. Something's wrong with the tool, which I'll fix. So the first one would be like person ni makaseru. So to leave up to a person. Okay, not a thing. And then you can have thing or task o makaseru. To leave thing or task up to someone. Okay, so 友達に任せました. Say, I left it up to my friend. Or maybe we'll say, あなたに任せします. And we'll leave this one. And then we'll say, チケット購入をお父さんに任せます. Actually, we'll say this. 車の食べ物をお父さんに任せます. I'll leave the food up to my father. So that's how we do it. And then this would definitely be like on another page. So this is how we write the textbooks, just like this. And then now maybe I decide, maybe I want to do it, a different way. I want to put this down here. Oh, my PC's not happy. Because when you stream, your PC's doing a lot. Normally I'm not streaming. That's not true. I actually did a lot of streaming writing these books. On the Creates channel. So if I do this, I think this should format it properly with the tools. Okay, it did make them correct sizing for the sentences, but let's do it again. Yeah, there we go. And then if I want to add a circle thing around it, which I always do, I put this here like that. And then it's going to calculate the size. And now I need to add furigana, which isn't there. So it isolates the Japanese in every spot. Now, Word has a way to add furigana, but it's super inefficient. Did I do it? I'm sorry, I might not have done it. That's it, sorry. My shortcut's wrong. And then if I do this again, right now it's, there we go. I got rid of that outer line though, which is not what it's supposed to do. Right, and then I could add my other sentence, keep going and keep building the book. That's it. Hit save on that. We'll come back to this. All right. That is true. Spanish is the new book. You mean another Japanese book? Are we getting a Japanese book? I mean, I could, yes. Add a samurai warrior for book 6. No, we have other characters we can use. Can the suffix mono be added to any verb or adjective to make it into the state of being? That or the thing that is that? Well, if you say taberu mono, it means the thing I'm going to eat. Tabeta mono, the thing I ate. So I'm not sure what you mean. Adding to Benjamin's shitsumon, mono versus koto. Now, there is this. There's sono mono. I think that's where you're bringing that from. Sono mono means in that state, right? Or no, sorry, it doesn't. That was sono mama. Sorry, that's mama. Sono mono means that thing. So like something sono mono, like that thing. Like, give me a second. Like jitsubutsu. It's like saying the actual thing, like that thing in particular that I'm talking about, sono mono. So if we're talking about mono versus koto, mono is for physical things only. Koto is for things that are non-corporeal. You can't touch them. It's a thought, an idea. Okay? Doyu koto? What are you talking about? It's the thing you're talking about. For example, when you say, itta koto arimasu ka? Do you have the experience of going, koto there? It's not something you can touch, right? So, mono, though, is a physical thing. Like, for example, I could say, watashi no te ni donna mono ga arimasu ka? What's in my hand? Donna mono. What type of thing is in my hand? Ga arimasu ka? Do you know? Donna mono ga aru ka? Wakarimasu ka? Wakaru? Kouyu mono desu. It's this thing. It's this type of thing. Kouyu mono desu. Rimokon desu. For my fans. It's a remote con. If I'm saying, what do you think I'm thinking about? 僕は何のことを考えてるかわかりますか？何のことを考えてるんですか？日記にどういうことを書くんですか？ What type of things do you like write in your diary? Right? That's a thing as well, but it's not a physical thing. That's what mono is, right? So I think what you want to know is like, so for example, if you say iku koto, that just means going, right? Adding koto to an u form verb makes it the verb like going. Iku koto. Eating is taberu koto, right? It's how you make it into a noun. If you say iku mono, taberu mono, it's the thing that goes or the thing that eats. Does that make sense? MC says, I thought that was always the factual case for koto, goto, mono. Can the suffix mono be added to any verb? Oh my God. Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. So if you say atsui mono, it just means a hot thing. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the question. To me, it's just physical versus non-physical. And any verb can be thrown in front of a noun to directly modify it, right? So for example, nomu juice. This is the juice that I drink. Nomu juice. If I drank it and then set it over here and pointed it like, that's the nonda juice. Oh, this is the juice that I drank. Nonda juice. Ah, nomitai juice desu. This is the juice I want to drink. Nomitai juice. It's different than saying I want to drink juice. It means, oh, it's the juice I want to drink. It's directly modifying juice. Because you can just say, oh, this is juice. What juice is it? Oh, it's the juice I want to drink. Nomitai juice desu. Oh, it's the juice I wanted to drink. Nomitakatta juice desu. Ah, it's the juice I don't want to drink. 私が一番飲みたくない juice です. It's the juice I don't want to drink more than anything, the most. So verbs can go directly in front of any noun with nothing in between, and it directly modifies. Super powerful grammar. Stocks from zero. I'll tell you how I did well in stocks. Even recently, I'm doing well in stocks. I mean, anyone can in an up market, but it's so stupid. So some of the biggest wins I had during Corona were I read this book, or I saw something somewhere. It might have been in a book, and I might have just read it somewhere, about a guy that came to America, and when he came, he bought all the dollar stocks he could find. Just bunches of dollar stocks. And I said, that sounds fun. Because when he died, he had like $20 billion. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy every $100 stock I can find. So I got like 13. And in those 13 stocks, when anyone went down, I dollar cost averaged by doubling. Every time it went down, I doubled, because it's 100, so it's $100, right? Less than $100. So if it dropped, let's say I bought it at $64 for 100. Let's say it drops to 30 for $30, or sometimes I buy double that. So I'd say, well, I already put 60 in. Let me put another 60 in, right? And so now I'd have 300 shares or 400 shares. I only need one of those dollar stocks to go up, and one just like skyrocketed, And I don't know any of those companies. I don't know what they did. I just said, these are my long shot bets that could win some money, right? And that was one way that I did really well. And I buy companies that I like, that I know. If I see it's another thing. Like, if I see something bad about a company, like when Boeing had the 2 airplane crashes, I immediately bought on the down. I was like, oh, this is good. I'm up in Boeing now, I think. I haven't looked. When McDonald's CEO got let go for inappropriate relationships with one of his underlings, the stock took a big hit. I bought a bunch of it, as much as I could, And when I say a bunch, I only buy like 1,000, 2,000 max of a stock, Now I've had mistakes. I love Beyond Burger. I was vegetarian for like 9 months, and I love Beyond Burger. Even though I'm not vegetarian anymore, I will eat Beyond Burger. I love it. And I think I put 2K into it, and I'm down like 70%. I accidentally bought it on an up run, and I wasn't paying attention. I just bought it thinking that's where it normally is. And I said, for the future growth, I believe it's going to do well. But it didn't do well at all. And Lucid, I lost like 90% of what I put into Lucid, and Zoom. So those are my big failure ones. But Tesla, oh my God, I made so much insane money. That's probably the most money I made in stocks was Tesla. Because that thing, it did a split, and then it split into 4, and then it did a 4 times gain again. And even though I hate Elon Musk, my wife, like about a year ago, was like, I think we should get back into Tesla. I'm like, all right. We got back into Tesla. Up again. It's magic. I don't know how to explain it. I will say, Tesla, I have a Tesla. One of my cars is a Tesla. They're phenomenal. And my dad has the ugliest car on earth, the Cybertruck. And I had to drive it to Arizona. I've driven it to LA once and driven it to Arizona because he was going to get... he's going to the hospital there. And I drove it all the way on auto drive. It's insane. I told my dad, look, Dad, this one thing needs to be in your will for me. If you're going to die, because you're near death right now, sir, I want this car in the wall. The properties, just whatever. I need the truck. So the truck's in the will. It's the only thing I'm getting. Everything else is going to his other kids. He's got kids from another marriage. And that's fine with me. I just want the truck. It's so awesome. You know? I don't know why did I get into that? Oh, stocks. Yeah. I hear arau yatsu. So arau yatsu is the thing I'm going to wash. And it's just like, kore yoku tsukau yatsu. Yeah, this is the one that I use a lot. Kore? Kono drumstick wa chotto asobu toki no yatsu. This is the one that I use to just mess around with. Asobu yatsu. It's just yatsu. You wouldn't say mono there. Yatsu is so good. That's why it's going to be in this book. Yatsu definitely going to be in book 6. Unless we already teach it somewhere. We might, and I don't even know. Yeah, it is 100%. So yatsu can be used for people and things. Aitsu wa na. Aitsu, koitsu, soitsu are rude ways to refer to people. Ooh. Hang on, I'm going to add that. Let's add. If we're doing yatsu in here, let's add doitsu. Excuse me. Koitsu. Soitsu. And yatsu. Oh, we already have yatsu, sorry. Hang on. Let's move these over here. Let's move this down here. Why is that not working? Oh, it is working. Okay. Okay. This is our vulgar lesson. So we opened up book 4 with polite Japanese. We're going to open up book 6 with really rude stuff. Doitsu, koitsu, soitsu, and aitsu. And then, or should I just have doitsu? Yeah, I think I should just have doitsu, and then we'll do it in a word usage. So we'll add a word usage. So that's what I'll do. Now, word usages have to come before verb usages, right? So the word will be doitsu in our elements word box. Hopefully this won't break. Okay. Doitsu. Who? Which person vulgar? Yeah. And then within here we'll teach koitsu, soitsu, aitsu. And we'll be like, in book 4, we introduced polite Japanese, but as your Japanese grows, you will need to understand vulgar Japanese. And that, my friends, is the name of the chapter. There we go. Hey, we got to start. Book 6 is moving along. Yeah, something like that. I think I'll say which guy, which person, which person, which guy. Which one of you? Donoyatsu is another thing they'll say too. Which person? We'll debate what that translates to later on. That's what Kanako's for. First, we will look at the ko so a do word group for referring to people you are unhappy with or don't like at the word group Deutsche. And then we'll just do like a little table in here maybe. Or no, you know what we'll do? We'll do examples here. Just do examples. 4 sounds good. No, 3. Sorry. And we'll make them horizontal. Something like that. And then we'll add a little teacher note here. Ooh, I should try the new one. Okay, maybe not. Okay, I got you. New one's a little bit special. I don't have it in the folder yet. I'll do the old one. All right, so we'll do. Okay, this is for someone not currently nearby. That's a good guess. It's a good start for this note. We'll make it smaller. Put this up here. So that's a start. 誰だこいつ? Oh, that's another thing we got to talk about in this book 6 will be like. So you'd be like, let me give some example sentences here. For example, you'd be like, 誰だ? 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 こいつ. Oh, so we'll just say こいつは誰. We'll start with that. こいつは誰? Not 誰. Oh my god. Yeah. All right, I'll hit save. That's where we are. I didn't mean to write the whole book. But see, once you get started, that's motivation right there. It just gets you going, you know? Okay. Wow, that's pretty cool. Custom word scripts. Yeah, there's like 100,000 lines of code that I've written like over the last 6-7 years. 6-7, guys. Kanji 101 says, not sure. Sorry, autocorrect on phone always gets me. Okay. Kanji 101. I ain't ever heard that word before that for. What's that for? You never heard soitsu or koitsu? Well, I just explained it. Sally Salty Boy says, hi, I love your first book so far, but I'm lazy. Well, that's everybody. Most people don't get to book 2. I know because I can see the sales numbers. Don't forget to autosave your work. Oh, yes. Well, I don't autosave it. I actually save it. Is the word 친구 only used to refer to people who are close in age, or to you or the same age? How would you refer to someone older than you? Ooh. So there's 친구 and then there's 친한 사람, someone that's close to you. 친구. I think it could be anybody because I have friends that are much younger than me and they refer to me as their 친구. The thing about Korean that I'm still probably weak on is for all of my friends, they're all a certain age group. I don't have a lot of older friends. I really don't. Most of them are younger than me. So my experience is based on that level. And I haven't been married to a Korean woman. You know, I don't have like all this experience with Korea. I've been there overall probably 2 years over the last 10 or so years. I've spent that much time there, but it's mostly me going to like language meetups, eating dinner, singing karaoke, having class. It's a good question though, but you can definitely call someone 친구. My understanding is 친구 desu. I can say that about an 80-year-old woman if I wanted to, because I do it in Japanese. So a lot of my basis for understanding of Korea is that I know Japan does it, and a lot of things in Korea are similar. Except for, I would say, Korea is even worse with the respect for the older people thing. It's even worse than Japan. They're more Confucius. My wife asks me literally every day if what something I wear is arao yatsu. Yeah. It's no, it's not an Osaka thing at all. Any Japanese person will say, "Kore arao yatsu?" Is this one for watching? Arawanaki ikenai yatsu? And yatsu for a thing I don't think is rude. It's yatsu for people that's rude. When you call a person a yatsu, it's pretty rude. Koto is like ing, like in listening. Yeah, kiku koto. Like you could say, kiku koto ga daiji desu. Listening is important. Kiku koto ga juyou da yo. But kiku koto can also become just kiku no. Kiku no ga juyou da yo. Hito no iu koto o kiku no ga. Hito no iu koto. Iu koto means what people say. Hito no iu koto, listening to what people say, ga juyou da yo. Kiku no ga juyou da yo. Listening. So that's also listening. So you could say, hito no iu koto o kiku koto ga juyou desu. Or, hito no iu koto o kiku no ga juyou desu. But here you wouldn't say, hito ga iu no. That'd be weird. There it has to be iu koto, the things that people say. So there are times where you have to use koto. I was thinking more along the lines of taberu, dropping the root. Tabemono. Okay, that's a little bit different. Tabemono, nomimono, those aren't constructed words. Those are words. For example, we drink. In America, we drink, but this is also a drink. We didn't really make it out of the verb, right? Okay. So tabemono, nomimono, drink, tabemono, food, kimono, thing to wear, literally is a kimono. But you don't say, there's no kikimono. Kikimono would be a thing to listen to? No. Nope, that's not a thing. What other monos are there? I just thought of one. What is it? Oh no, I can't think of. It's too big of a word. E form. So you're saying E form or drop the root plus mono? That's not a construction. That's one of those things where it looks like a grammar, but it's really just these are the words. Does that make sense? Like we could go into the dictionary, right? Give me a second. Okay, so I'm testing a new dictionary right now. Okay, and I don't think this exactly works yet, but it's going to have to work eventually. We're looking for other monos. Home mono. These are none of these are. Tatemono is a building. See, this is, so if you look at tatemono, for example, right? Tatemono is from the word tateru, to build, and a thing, but it's not constructed. It's a noun. It's not a verb conjugation. It's a building is tatemono. Nimono, a ni is a weight, like a burden, right? So a thing that you have to burden, that's nimotsu. Okay? It's the same, it's just read differently, but it's still mono. It's a thing, right? Mono, butsu, and mono, motsu, and butsu are things. They're just read differently. Oh, here we go. Here's one. Okurimono. So okurimono is another example of this is, it means gift, but it's not actually constructed. Let me see. Does these sounds work? Give me a second. It's going to create it. Did it play? It's constructing it now. This is actually what I'm working on. One of the things I'm working on. Did it play? Sound fetch failed. This is something I'm working on. That's not good. I'll send this over to my coding buddy. There's 食べ物, 生物, 飲み物, 薬物. But you see, all these words are like, 薬物 is a drug thing. 獲物. This え is from prey, right? It's a thing, it's a, we just take this kanji. Oh, I don't have kanji in here yet. Okay, well, that doesn't work like I wanted it to work. Ikimono. So ikiru means to live, right? And a thing that is living, but this is a noun. Kaimono is a thing that you buy, but it's not grammar. It's just, it's good to know how it's made, but it's not grammar. It's a good pattern to know, but you can't just do it for everything. Does that make sense?
買い物
Oh, the sound worked.
買い物
That's a little bit too loud. Bring it down here.
買い物生き物博物ことむの
Oh, that read that wrong.
ことむの
See, now I should be able to change it here. Where's our override? Override. 獲物.
獲物獲物獲物
That was okay. Got a little bit of a weird thing happening at the end here.
獲物
Nice. Don't ask me where this dictionary is. It's not up yet. Something I'm working on. All right. You thought I said dollar socks. Oh, I'm not even wearing socks. Okay. IHND went from dollar to around 55 today. Huh. I have no idea what's happening. I only ever put money into Tesla. Ah, yes, stocks. Welcome back, Violet. Why koso do? But using doitsu first, because for me, it's the question word group. So dore group, doko group, doitsu group, and the answer to that is kore sore are. I do it. That's the way I think about it. It's if you called it the koitsu group, it doesn't work. It's the doitsu group. Aitsu, soitsu, koitsu answers the doitsu question. So I put the question as the name of the group. It's the doitsu group. And how do you answer doitsu? Koitsu, soitsu, aitsu. Koitsu is all over Emery. Yeah, koitsu is just cute for koitsu. If someone's saying it that way. Dareda koitsu. Glad to see you still doing this. Mugen 89K. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Since I've seen your channel. I submitted a Jiko Shokai. Wow. Did I do your Jiko Shokai? Mugen 89? Did I actually respond and analyze it? Kanji 101. I don't know that Korean word, but it reminded me of tingle. No, it's chinada. Chinada means to be close. So chinhan saram is you're directly modifying. Korean also is directly modifying. So chinan saram is a person you are close to. So you can say uri chine. Uri chine. We are close. Chinan saram. Hot topic to bring in. It's a problem to respect older people when those same older people are arrogant. Oh my God. I remember why you bother me so much. Japanizer. Oh, you are irritating. I remember because when you were Zet Horse 420, I remember now. You think everybody's against you. Yeah, you got to get past that, man. Everyone's just like you trying to live. They're not against you. But when you say, let me explain something to you, Japanizer. Okay. if I say to you, Japanizer, hey man, what's your job, man? And you say, oh, I work as a, I don't know, I work as a computer programmer. I go to you, that must really suck. What a stupid job. No, it's actually good. What? No, man, it's a good job. You're gonna fight, right? But what if you said, oh, that's an awesome job. Oh, wow, computer programmer. That's really cool, man. You must be really smart. Oh, no, I'm not that smart. I'm just lucky that I got into that field. Now we're on a friendly ground. You do, I think, from my recollection of talking to you a long time ago, Japanizer, you push the negative side right away. And the only thing people can do is react in defense. It's a human nature thing. So don't assume people are against you. Don't push in a way that makes them against you. Be humble when you talk to people. Say, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I bought this here the other day. And yes, you can see there's a tear. Don't go, there's a tear on this shirt. Why would you give me a bad tear? Just take this back. Of course, you're going to go, yo, bro. I think that's how you are. You could tell me if I'm wrong, but I think you are aggressive, too aggressive. Waseremono is a good one too, Twisted Rogues. 100%. Waseremono, a forgotten thing. Right? A lost item. Waseremono gozaimasen yo. It ain't a hot topic for me, and I got no respect for the older people, specifically older men. I really despise them. Oh shit. Another person not liking older men. I'm an older man. Hang on. But I'm an older man. I'm the older man you're talking about. Did that work? Yes. Okay. Japanizer, some old heads will actually try to physically assault you. You guys. Younger people do it too. Oh my God, you guys. I want to boot both of you from the stream. Edamame. Nice name. Have you thought about making N2, N1 JLPT books? I have JLPT from zero.com. So I have thought about it, yes. And I have a bunch of research that from Korea, by the way. I was learning all of the JLPT stuff in Korean, and I thought it would be cool to have this in Japanese, but, eventually. I think those are more patterny books, though. Japanizer says, I don't think you remember me properly. Oh, yeah, Mr. Frenchman. I think you're French, right? Zet Horse 420. I'm pretty sure that's who you are. I just remember you're super. Oh my God, you're better now. You're better now. You were Zet Horse 420. I'm pretty sure. Never was aggressive. I believe you mixed me up. Okay, all right. You know what? All right. I forgive you. I don't forgive you because maybe it wasn't you. We'll hit a reset, Japanizer. From now on, I will treat you like a new person. How about that? Are you sure? Wait, do you guys know each other? Wait a minute, Victor Hugo, are you Japanizer? Okay, Zet Horse without the 420. Yeah, you were Zet Horse. Zet Horse, man. Come on, man. I could look at some of your old comments if you didn't delete them. When you move to your second camera, it's still using your main microphone, or is it? Yeah, no, it's using the main microphone. Wait, is it not? Hang on. Yeah, it's this mic. That's me you're talking. Maybe I gotta do that. Oh my God. We gotta always switch. And I gotta make sure to look at the camera, not the screen. Be like, that's me you're talking about. I'm the old man. Like that. But seriously, could you not be racist or ageist and like say old men are a certain way, they'll all do this? No, they will not. There are a lot of really great older people. Just like not all white people are racist. Don't make, that's racist to say things like that, guys. Let's all treat each other with respect. Okay. When Liu 4153 says, "Hi George, could you quickly explain how to use nagara with Japanese grammar? I couldn't find it anywhere on my channel." Nagara is on the channel, I'm pretty sure. Nagara is E form of a verb, or for ru verbs, you just drop the ru. Ru verbs are always drop the ru, okay? Sorry, we don't call them ru verbs. I'm sorry. Verbs that end iru, eru verbs or ichidan verbs, they drop the ru and you add nagara. So for example, taberu becomes tabe nagara. Iku is iki nagara. So any verb that doesn't end in a ru always will be E form plus nagara, and some verbs that end in a ru also. So let me find that video for you. But it means while I'm doing a thing. Okay, you guys, 私が喋りながら while I'm talking 探します. I'll look for it. 探しながら while I'm looking for it 喋ります. I'll talk. Okay? It's me personally doing two actions at once. Okay? youtube.com/isjapan. Man, my PC, I should say, is pretty slow right now. But the key difference is this, okay? You can say, while I'm doing a thing, I did a thing. That's nagara. But if you're talking about I did a thing while someone else did a thing, you can't use nagara. It's only for one person, for the single subject. Like, oh, my mom always eats while reading. お母さんはいつも読みながら食べる. She always, while reading, eats, right? But you couldn't say, while I'm reading, my mom eats. You can't do that. That has to be 間. 食べている間. 私が食べている間、お母さんは本を読んでいます. While I'm, that's another while, but while I'm eating, my mom is reading. Okay? So let me see. I'm gonna look for nagara. I'm pretty sure I did it relatively recently. Ooh, we have zannen nagara. Let me see here. Kakeru. I thought this was up there. I'm extremely certain I did this. What if it's one that hasn't come out yet? Let me check something. Let me check something here. Somewhere in here I have a completed videos folder. I already looked in there, didn't I? Wouldn't be in here. Videos? Oh, you know what? That drive might not be on right now. Let me see something here. Let's go to Premiere Pro, and then there's one video that I made that I have not yet released. What if it's that video? Japanese from Zero, Book 512. No, okay, let's see. Nagara! It's the unreleased video! Oh no! There's a long one and a short one. Hey everybody, it's George Tromby. This is Japanese from Zero, and we're going to be going through Japanese from Zero section 2-4 of book 5. 2 actions at once with nagara. Section 2-4. nagara. Doing X while doing Y. Let's go through when and when you can't use this, because there are times where you cannot use this. E form plus nagara is how this is made. For example, we have this verb
歩く
aruku. Aruku means to walk.
歩く
In order to make nagara form, we go to aruki.
歩き
Ku changes to a ki.
歩き
And then we add nagara.
歩きながら
And now that means while walking. Got it? I bet you do. Okay, what's this?
勉強する
So benkyou suru. What's the E form of that? The quick way to get to the E form of any verb is if you already know it's mas form or masen deshita, just remove the mas or the masen deshita.
勉強し
And then we add nagara.
勉強しながら
Now this means while studying. Okay? I feel like I'm shouting a little bit too loud. I'm going to lower my mic just a little bit. Hopefully I won't be blowing out your ears.
勉強しながら
All right. So what about this verb?
食べる
Taberu ends in a ru. Right now it could still be a regular verb, but because it has e form plus ru, there's a possibility that it's an iru eru form. Or what Japanese grammar books call ichidan. Ichidan verbs. Ichidan means one step, and this is a one-step verb. And a one-step verb means you just drop the ru. The ru gets dropped, and then you do all the other things you want to do with it. There's no changes. It's actually the easiest verb form to use because you don't have to make any changes. You don't have to think E form, off form.
食べながら
Drop the ru, add the nagara. This means while eating. All right, we're done with the review now. Let's look at some sentences. Here we go.
音楽を聴きながら仕事しています
Did you say it out loud? Okay, try one more time. Did you say the Japanese and then directly translate it out loud?
音楽を聴きながら仕事しています
So what's happening? 音楽を聴きながら while listening to music 仕事しています I work. Or I'm working while listening to music.
音楽を聴きながら仕事しています
It's a very easy grammar point. I mean, with all of the review we did, you'd think it's a hard one, but it's not.
いつもビデオを見ながらノートを書きますいつもビデオを見ながらノートを書きます
Always, while watching videos, I take notes. Or we can flip it. I take notes, or I always take notes while watching videos.
いつもビデオを見ながらノートを書きます
Like maybe you're studying Japanese, you're watching a video, and you're taking notes, right?
いつもビデオを見ながらノートを書きます
And because miru is an iru eru verb, or a one-step verb, the ru gets dropped and you add nagara and it means while watching. Okay?
汚いので食べながら喋らないでください汚いので食べながら喋らないでください
汚いので食べながら喋らないでください Since it is disgusting, it doesn't matter in terms of grammatically because it's two things happening at once. It just depends on what you want to say. While eating, I do this thing. Or while I do this thing, I eat. It's that difference. If it doesn't make a difference in like, what do you do when you're studying? 勉強するときいつも何してるんですか？勉強しながら食べるんですよ。I eat while I study. 勉強しながら友達と電話で話したりする。I do things like talk to my friend on the phone while studying. It depends on wherever you want to say the while part, it's the nagara part. So literally nagara turns into while. So why didn't I release this? You know what? I made two of them at the same time. It's the stupidest thing. I think I need to drop this thing. You know, in the beginning of the videos, here, I'll show you. In the beginning of the videos now, give me a second. I'm going to find one where I've done it. Teimiru. Okay, so Teimiru I think is out. These are all out. Welcome to Japanese from Zero. This is George Trombley, and we're going to be doing Japanese from Zero book 5, section 1-4. So that I didn't make yet. That's why it's not out. That's the sad point. So if we go back and watch the beginning. Hey everybody, it's George Tromby. This is Japanese from Zero, and we're gonna. The logo needs to come up here. We're gonna be going through Japanese from Zero, section 2-4 of, and then this would be the wow part, you know. But I didn't do it. That's why it's not up. I just, yeah. That's the sad part about why that's not up. Love the outfit in this video. Why didn't you release it? Yeah, just didn't release it. I got to look. Here's what happened. Okay, here's what happened. You saw that tool I was using, right, for this on the screen where I was playing the sounds. Well, I made that. It took me like, I don't know, 10 days to get it really awesome. And then I was like, oh, I should do the websites like this. And then I started working on that. And then I just got so enamored with that I started focusing on that. And I'm still literally doing that. So I haven't taken a break from doing stuff like that, except for doing my Swahili song. So it just got left on the, I'll release it. And then I got to make more, honestly. I'm trying to get through book 5 videos. It seems like a good time to do it. Does it matter which verb? Oh, we already, sorry. Was gonna say something that I love the outfit. It makes me focus more on Georgie. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I feel like being casual is better, but I when I'm doing an official lesson, I do wear the blazer. That's kind of the rule. Good night, Japanizer. Aida, similar to Nagara, yes. But as I was explaining earlier, you can, for yourself, you can use Aida or Nagara. It's fine. Like during the time that I was doing this thing is Aida. During this period, I did this. And if you're talking about yourself, you can use Aida or Nagara to say, while doing this thing, I did this thing. Okay. But Aida could be for a much more like longer span. Nagara is very simultaneous. Like the moment I was doing this, but you could say like, yeah, the entire time I was in Japan, my house was getting robbed every single day. That's not Nagara, and it can't use Aida, okay? Because someone else is doing the other action. It could only be Aida, okay? So Aida is for bigger things than other people. What does my shirt even say? I don't know. What does it say? Some random shirt I bought. Something the world? It's pre-AI, so. Andre around the world? Andre around the world. I don't know. Andre around, is that a thing? Andre around the world? Where is that? Let's look this up. Andre around the world. Andre. Thanks for asking. I didn't even think about what this shirt is. I thought it was like French or something. Doesn't seem like it's a thing. There is Around the World songs and lyrics by Andre on Spotify. T-shirt. I don't see anything, so. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's on Poshmark. It's $15, guys. Wow, we found it. Someone is selling it. Oh, it's Uniqlo. That makes so much sense. That's so much sense. Uniqlo. Yeah, okay. So I bought it in Japan. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. It's just some random Japanese shirt. Okay, thank you. Another question. Do you have any recommendations such as podcast and radio show for improving Japanese listening comprehension? Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. All right, hang on. Give me a second. I will go to my podcast app, which I use one called Downcast. Okay. Let me connect to my phone. Downcastr Pro 2. We connected? Are we connected? Connecting. It's connecting. Oh, this isn't the same one anymore. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, you know what happened? I replaced this. Let me go to the settings. I need to forget this one. And then I gotta do it again. I had to relink it. I was having issues with this thing. Bluetooth. Here we go. Yeah, this one's called Upstairs. Yes. All right, we're connected now. So I'm going to go to this app. Okay. I'm going to play. The one I always recommend is this one. I always recommend this one. There's a couple of things you need to look for when you're looking at podcasts. One, are they regular? In other words, you could find a podcast that's awesome, but they haven't made stuff since like 2014. Okay. So you want to find one that's regular. So this is called OK Cozy Up. And he releases, it's like an NHK thing. They release every single day, pretty much. And it's news, but it's very clean Japanese while also being respectful and polite, but also casual, like talking to friend level. Okay, so this is from, let's see, let's get the most recent update. It's refreshing now. Here, we'll play something from a while back. Actually, no, okay. Here's from today, Tuesday. Here we go. Wait, why didn't it go to the Bluetooth? Hang on. It's not going to Bluetooth. Let's try that again. Bluetooth. Why aren't you working? Bluetooth Pro. It says it's connected. Okay. Let's try this again.
Nippon Hoso podcast.
Oh my God, the worst part of this broadcast is that. Nippon Hoso. It's not Nippon. It's never been Nippon. It's Nippon. Stop it. Oh my God, I can't get it to play into the Bluetooth for some reason. Here, I'll close out of this. Maybe it's the app being weird. Nippon Hoso. Nippon Hoso. So look up OK Cozy Up. It's NHK News, but it's actual speed that Japanese people speak.
6月9日火曜日、今日の天気は曇り一時雨。日本放送飯田浩司の OK 工事アップ。朝6時を過ぎました。おはようございます。日本放送アナウンサーの飯田浩司です。
おはようございます。日本放送アナウンサーの新業一華です。
日本放送飯田浩司の OK 工事アップ、この後8時まで生放送です。今日もね、どんよりとした曇り空、まだ雨が残ってるところもあるのかなという感じです。日本放送屋上の温度計 18.3 度となっております。今日は曇り一時雨、今日も傘が手放一日になるんですかね。
そうですね。午前中雨が降りそうで、今レーダー見てみても関東地方はもうほとんど全域で雨が降っている状態になるんですよね。
So they start every show starts with like them talking casually about the weather, right? So let's listen again to the very beginning.
Nippon Hoso podcast station.
Ignore the Nippon Hoso.
6月9日火曜日、今日の
6月9日火曜日. He says the month, the day of the month, and then Tuesday. So you can hear that every beginning, right? 6月9日火曜日.
天気は曇り一時雨。
曇り一時雨. Kumori is cloudy. Ichiji at some points. Ame, rain.
日本放送飯田浩司の
OK コージーアップ。朝6時を過ぎました。おはようございます。
朝6時を過ぎました。おはようございます。朝6時 morning 6 o'clock 過ぎました。It's now past 6 in the morning, right?
放送アナウンサーの飯田浩司です。
おはようございます。日本放送アナウンサーの新業一華です。
日本放送飯田浩司の OK 工事アップ、この後8時まで生放送です。
生放送 means raw broadcast, which means they're broadcasting live, okay? It's live broadcast. Anyway, Cozy Up is one. There's one I used to recommend, but I think she stopped doing it. Let me see. Yeah. Dang, I really liked her. She was like a consultant for people that wanted to get married. I've got a bunch of Korean ones. Give me a second. I'm trying to find the other Japanese ones that I have on here. There's a TBS radio called Over the Sun. Let's see if they're actually updating. Yes, they did on Friday. So こたつに入ってて. Okay, so this is they just talk about random things.
Get business done with the new American Express Graphite Business Cash Unlimited card.
で結局ワンシーズンで着倒しちゃってますけど、じゃんじゃん洗濯したいじゃん。
なるほど。
汗をかく。だからじゃんじゃん洗濯って考えると、今年の夏はもうまた一回はやめた卒業したワンピースだけで過ごすっていうのをやらざるを得ないかなとも思うんですけど、その時に、ここですよ。いろんな可愛い色を着たくなるじゃないですか。堀さんは、
They're talking about you graduate from certain clothing. This year she was going to graduate from this one piece that she was wearing. However, but this one thing, and so this is like two housewives talking, okay? Random stuff, but it's called Over the Sun. It's Jane Sue is in katakana Over the Sun. That's like you find at TBS Radio. That's an interesting one just because they talk about everyday daily things, which is something to put on the background and just kind of zone out to. That's an interesting one. Over the Sun, TBS Radio Over the Sun. Here's Hiroyuki is my wife's boyfriend. She listens to him all the time. Hiroyuki Kirinuki, which is a clip podcast. Let's see if we have one. Yep, we have one today. This is from today.
強い草と弱い草の違いは強く風が吹いた時に初めてわかる。
What is the difference between weak grass and strong grass? You'll find out when the first strong wind blows.
そんな言葉があります。
So I don't know if that's a commercial or him starting the show, but he says, we have those words.
シャッターの窓シャッター窓モア台風ガードは大きな台風にも耐える設計。
Oh, okay, never mind. It is literally a commercial.
進化はそのと
持っていてマーク4に買い替えたんですけど、買い替えた理由を忘れてしまいました。割と僕はカメラをね、景色を撮るのに結構使っていた時代があるんですよ。なんか旅行に行った時とかに。ただなんか
So I'm not sure what the topic is today. He's talking about like he used to take photos when he went overseas quite often, but I think he's going to start talking about Canon camera. He's talking about it says here he's going to purchase a Canon camera, but he was going to do a comparison between a normal standard Ichigan Nef. What do they call it in English? Ichigan Nef is the oh my god, when the Japanese makes my English not want to come out. The normal kind of awesome cameras. It's a 3-letter word. Ichigan Nef. A TLC. I don't know, what is it called? I don't remember, guys. But he's going to compare that to an iPhone camera. Okay, that's Hiroyuki Clips. Hiroyuki Kirinuki Podcast. He has one for business also. Is this could be no, okay. This one's called Sanju Rojoshi Kenkyujo. Let's see.
込みさせていただいたんです。持ち込み企画として。前もね、
話しましたけどね。
Oh man, the audio is so good on this one.
何話したか覚えてない。はい。
そうですね。で、私なんか人のモーニングルーティンとかナイトルーティンをすごく聞くのが好きっていうのと、あと結構ラジオのネタって普段なんか何喋ろうかなって悩むことが多いんですけど、今回このモーニングルーティンとナイトルーティンを話すことによっていろいろ小ネタが盛り込まれてるんじゃないかなと思いまして、で今後それがラジオのネタにもなっていく、深掘りできるんじゃないかなと思ってこのルーティンを提案させていただきました。
We're just talking about day and night routines. Oops, I gotta switch over. That's a weird shot. I probably need another camera. What's cool about this camera is it has autofocus, so I can actually show you things on my screen. All right. Do I need another one? Let me see if I got any more that are cool. 日本短い昔話. Has this been updated? For me, I always want them to be updated. This one has not been updated, so I'm not going to recommend that one. There's a Sokomade Yuka, which I was listening for a while. The problem with the Sokomade Yuka is they talk over each other a lot. So here's one from yesterday.
ライブ配信アプリ17。ライブ配信の魅力は何といっても、いつでも誰でもどこにいてもスマホ一つあれば楽しむことができること。17ではライバーと呼ばれるライブ配信者によるトーク、音楽、バーチャルやゲームなどのさまざまなライブ配信や著名人を起用した番組配信を24時間365日を
Truckload of attitude.
6月8日月曜日、時刻は午後3時半を回りました。 FM93 AM1242 日本放送ラジオでお聞きの皆さん、こんにちは。辛坊治郎です。
パソコン、スマートフォンを使ってラジコでお聞きの皆さん、そしてポッドキャストでお聞きの皆さん、こんにちは。日本放送の増山さやかです。辛坊治郎ズームそこまで言うか。この番組は辛坊さんが無邪気な視点で今一番気になる話題を忖度なく語るニュース解説番組。
Actually, you know what? I might be confusing. There was a Korean one I used to listen to. Karutisho. Dishie Karutisho. That one I just did is the Sokomade Yuka was the one I used to always recommend. Koji, the guy Ida Koji used to be on there and then he moved to his own one. So I actually like the Sokomade Yuka one. The Korean one, the Dishie Karutisho, I started hating because they would laugh over each other all the time, and they would do weird voices, and it was hard to learn. Where is that one? I don't know if I even have it anymore. If you want a good Korean one, I absolutely love this one called Dishie Date, which is 2 o'clock date. Now they changed the announcer, so this might have a new announcer now, but we'll see if I like her.
두시의 데이트 안영미입니다.
I love this show.
드라마와 현실은 많이 다르죠. 30대 멀끔한
right now she said drama and real life is quite different, but she always has this really cool, the show always opens up with a really cool like thing to think about, and I think that's what she was saying. Let me back it up.
2시의 데이트 안영미입니다.
안녕입니다.
드라마와 현실은 많이 다르죠. 30대 멀끔한 이사님, 눈 떴을 때 입냄새 안 나는 배우자, 집에서 풀 메이크업에 홈드레스 입고 있는 엄마. 현실엔 없는데 드라마에는 아주 수두룩합니다.
Something about women sort of makeup in real life versus TV. I think that's where that was going. My Korean's not as good as my Japanese. If I heard that a few times, I'd probably be able to figure it out. But that's what I would be doing. I would go back and I'd listen to that first part because I really love that first part. But Hyorshil, I think is what she's saying. Hyorshil and drama, which is drama in Korean, they're different from real life. But that's a show that completely improved my Korean. Like, because I was able to listen to so much stuff, and what'll happen is like listening to that show, I'll be listening. It's hours long, you know. It's like an hour long, an hour and 9 minutes on this particular one, and after a point, like it falls into an area where I understand something because of people calling in, and I might not have understood the previous caller, but now I get everything that's happening in this caller, and then you hear a word over and over again, you look it up, and then you get that, and you go, oh, that's what that meant, and then it happens again. Now that you know that word, other words start to stick up, and that's why I love recommending, listening to things that you don't understand, because if you're only listening to things you understand, how can you get new information, So I like listening to things that are designed for Koreans or designed for Japanese. And I even have Chinese ones on here if you want those. There's Chinese ones that I would listen to too. There's a really good one, but they stopped. They're called the Garlic Girls, but they were just amazing. So that's how I improve my skill, is listening to a lot of things. All right, I'm way behind on these. I'm sorry. Got to go see the ladies across the road. Okay. I thought Nihon was mostly used and Nippon. It's true. It's true. But they use it because it's Nippon Hoso. It's the name of their company. But they say Nippon. If they're going to say Nippon, that's not Nippon, is all I was saying. GTP says Nihon is every day, but Nippon is, yes. And that's what is Nippon Hoso Kyokai. Kyokai, sorry. All right. I like Japanese YouTubers that teach English. Yeah, those are fun. I bought books teaching English. Japanese YouTubers teaching English are actually way better. Good freaking point, Jenny, that I need to remember to say this advice. It's insanely good advice. If you want to watch real Japanese in a way that's easy to understand, watch people teach English. Because they'll be like, これはね、英語ではね、こうやって言うんですけど、ちょっと、日本語にはない、ちょっと、表情なんで、ちょっとよく聞いてくださいよ。And then it'll go, it's time to eat. Or, I need to take a... Sorry, I would have said that. There's a thing I would love to do a lesson on if I was doing Eigo Egg still. We were talking about take. You what's your take on this? Hey, can you take me to the movies? I need to go take a crap. This takes a lot of time. Like all the things you can do with take, for example, is just insane. But I don't like to hurt people like that. That's a painful thing. Ruki Ichi says it's 4:32 a.m. I'm here. I have to go. I would appreciate if you would post the podcast list in the server. Sorry, I put it up. Over here, guys. It was over here. How should girls named Yana produce themselves? Yana desu. Yoroshiku. It's better that your name isn't just Ya, but the problem is Yana means, it's like, Ya means disagreeable. Iya, but it gets often shortened to Ya. Yana. So you could say, here's what I would say. Here's what you could say. Ready? Ya janai Yana desu. I'm the not disagreeable Yana. Ya janai Yana to moshimasu. Or like, ya janai kedo, yana to moshimasu. That's what I would do. Make fun of it. Bring it into the, because they're going to be thinking it anyway. Just use it for your advantage. That's what I would do. That's fun. That would be fun for me. I would love to have that name. Suberu, why is water and bones slide? I don't know. That's the problem with, and I brought it up in the Conjure for Zero book, and I would probably use that as a good example. Historically, there might be a reason why to slip or to slide is bones and water. I mean, maybe it makes sense. Your bones on water, they would slide, but where did that come from? No idea. No idea. Good question, though. All right. Well, guys... How long have we gone? 2 hours and a half. That's pretty good. Let's end here. Now I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to end the stream with my new song. Give me a second. It's for the new it's for the album. It's called Feely for Swahili, I think. I Caught Feelings for Swahili is essentially what the name of the song is. So I have this album that I said in the beginning, and this is the latest one I made for the album. Give me a second. And I think it's fantastic. I think I nailed most of it. I'm happy with it. And this is what I was doing all day yesterday. Hang on, I have too many folders. Here we go. Where is it? Feelies for Swahili. Here we go. Oops, hang on. We're going to put it over here. Okay, we'll start it over. Here we go.
Japanese in the land of rice. I know Atlantic from the land of ice. I learned French in Guyana, Yoruba in Nigeria, Spanish in Mexico, Russian in Siberia. Let's go. I've had 1,000 exotic language explorations. All that was left was the Western African nations. There was Egypt, Sudan, Ethiopia, and Kenya. The choice was easy. I'm a man. I couldn't resist the beauties of Tanzania. Rangi ya ngozi haijalishi, lakini eneo linajalisha. Nimewahi kwenda mashariki, lakini sijawahi kwenda Afrika Magharibi. My Swahili was weak, my desire imara. Hired a teacher from Kigamboni, the center of Tanzania. Everything about her was chameleon. I was on my best tabia. I was her salt, she was my pepper. I lost control of my tamanania. My tamanania. To my goals, an amazing teacher. Our hearts were meant to be together. Eventually I'd have to reach her. We met morning, noon, and night. I was enchanted by her smile. I was living on cloud 9. Then I got interrupted by that motherfucker Kyle. Habari George, I'm amazed you came so far. Karibu. Are you with your family or did you leave them in Malibu? Oh yeah, that's right. You need women for motivation. Don't you know how to learn without female stimulation? Habari to you as well, Kyle. How do you know Swahili? You're quite the talker. How do you always find me? It seems like you're quite the stalker. We all learn different. Swahili's totemo hard. Please, niache peke yangu. Go back to German. Please stop being such a hard. Mungu wangu. My Swahili was weak, my desire imara. Hired a teacher for Kigamboni, the center of Tanzania. I tell you, she was chameleon. I was on my best tabia. I was her salt, she was my pepper. I lost control of my tamanania. Woo, yeah. I was finally alone with my teacher named Tattoo. Something was wrong, she was crying. There was nothing I could do. Between the tears she spoke, saying, "You have a family? How could you? You're just like my two brothers. There's no way for us. I'm through with you." The love spell was broken, but so was my tattoo's heart. She was just a token of my plan. My only choice was to depart. I felt so bad again, I let my heart get in the way. I got one thing to say to you, Tattoo. Samahani sana, tafadhali nisamehe. My Swahili was strong, now my morals were weak. I need to stop this vicious circle. I need to turn over a new leaf. I hurt the beautiful girl with my desire to learn. I hope one day Tattoo will forgive me on the day when I return. On the day when I return.